All right, we're live. Hey, what's going on? It's me, Diamond Leader Khalesia Simmons, and I have the amazing opportunity tonight. We had a great It Works Men call, and as soon as I saw the flyer, I was like, dang, I gotta talk to Jamie. Maybe I can get him on a call. Maybe I can just get him to answer a few of our questions. A lot of people have been shooting me questions, so I definitely want to get those answered. Jamie, just go ahead and give us a little introduction. You can tell us who you are, where you are in the business, where you're from, rep your city.
What up, folks? It's your boy CJ Do Work, aka Jamie Welch. CJ was the name before Facebook hijacked my account and made me change it. So I do go by both names, so feel free to choose any one. Me and the wife are Triple Diamonds in the business. We've been in the business 3 years and 8 months, just about. It's been an awesome ride, and I'm excited for what's to come.
Awesome. Okay, so we're just going to go in really quick and just get some questions answered. I got some people that really want to know, from your perspective, you've been in for 3 years, right? So for us newbies, because I'm right at a year, and I got some that are just joined, and maybe even some potentials that are not in this business, but they're considering it. They want to know, like, is this really a business a man can run? Like, can this business work for men too?
I mean, if you ask me, a man can do any business if he put his mind to it. If you want to be a ballerina, hot dog it, go out there and be the best ballerina you can. But to answer your question, definitely this is a business for old, young, small, short, fat, medium, tall. It doesn't matter. It works, doesn't discriminate. The only thing that matters is you have to believe in yourself that you can do something like this. You have to believe in the company and whatever it is that they're offering. And, you have to believe in yourself because it can be done. I mean, I'm living proof. Like, a lot of people look at me and say, oh my God, you is the farthest person I would think that's selling body wraps. I'm like, exactly. Looks are deceiving. Don't put it past nobody. Never assume somebody won't want to do this because of what you think they are or what you think they're about. It's for everybody. It's just up to that person if they want to make it for them.
Awesome. Sounds good. Okay. Next question, really quick. What are some of the ways that you promote this business? I know for me, I'm a mom. I got 5 kids trailing behind me, and that's how I work my business. But clearly, you're not a mom. So, from your perspective, what are some of the ways that you incorporate this business into your daily lifestyle and what you do every day?
Well, first thing I do is I get dressed. And of course, you should have on your uniform, like I tell people all the time. Represent your business. When people put their McDonald's uniform on or their chiropractic uniform on, the shirt, Foot Locker, whatever it is, the person has a uniform on and you know what they're representing, whether they're in the store or not. So the same goes to It Works. Put on your It Works shirt. So what if that's your only shirt? Wash, dry, repeat. Wash
Right.
it, dry, wear it again until you get more shirts. It's all good, but you want to rep that shirt, and then if not, go out and buy a black shirt or a black and green shirt, something that's not It Works, but have on that color because the color black and green is highly known for It Works people now. Like, I know a lot of other folks use black and green, but when you usually see black and green, people say, "Oh, you must be a It Works, distributor." And that just goes to show that we're rocking that black, green, and bling out to where everybody recognizes us for wearing that. Also, this automatically goes around my neck when I leave the house. If it's hanging up or when I jump in my car, this is on my rearview mirror. I make sure I slap it on. For you that don't know what this is a Blitz card that I had laminated. I just put a little hook on it, and I'm wearing it on one of my chains. This right here, I came up with the acronym ABB. For those that don't know, I'm the guy that invented that, just trying to do something to, mark my own brand. And it ended up, going viral, I guess you would say, because everybody, uses hashtag ABB or they know exactly what this is about. And I think it's freaking awesome. Some people say they can't do it or they feel silly wearing it. And what I'm going to tell you is get over yourself. This right here is 24/7 blitzing. You don't even have to say nothing, and somebody is going to see this. They're going to turn around, possibly ask you a question. I've had folks walk up to me and just grab it and ask me what it is. This is a great way to start a conversation. Sometimes you don't have to say nothing. The person that asks you and you could just go into what you need to say depending on what question they ask you. But the Blitz card lanyard, my suggestion is a must. If you don't have one, get it and try it for a month and see what happens. See if it changes how business goes for you by wearing this. And I mean, everywhere you go, except for your job, you know, for those that are still working regular 9 to 5, if you can't wear this at work, totally understandable. But keep Blitz cards in your back pocket or in your purse, because you show can Blitz at work. That's not gonna hurt nothing, right? Also, I Blitz on social media, you know, posting before and after pictures, posting lifestyle pictures about, you know, what It Works has helped me with over the last 3 years. That's always blitzing too on social media. It doesn't have to be face-to-face. You can do plenty of blitzing online, but I truly believe that the best blitz is the blitz when you're out in person and you can get face-to-face with a person. And I think that has a lot to do with my personality. I'm an outgoing person, so I would rather be out talking to people and, you know, having conversations and building that relationship, because, you know, that's what we're in, folks. We're in a relationship business. You got to build them. Sometimes you build them fast and forget and kind of kick them to the curb, but you want to try to build them and nurture them, right? You want to keep your friends and customers. You don't want to lose them.
Sounds good. Okay, so basically what I'm hearing is this is not hard, because I know a lot of people I hear, they'll say, oh, what you do, you're all over the place. So they see me and they're like, oh, but you're working so hard. You talk to so many people. I don't have your personality. This is not hard. You can do this at any point in your life, any sex, gender, size, race. Like you said, anybody can do this, male or female. One of the questions that I got that was a really good one is, what do you say, or how do you approach men about this business? Because clearly I'm showing you, oh, I have these health and wellness products, and men are healthy and they're worried about wellness, but because we have that wrap as our staple product, how do you kind of shift it to where, hey, this could be for men too? How do you approach them?
I pretty much approach guys the same way as I would approach a lady. I don't treat them no different. The wrap is the flagship product. I know there's a lot of folks that lead, you know, with different things when talking to guys, because there's, you know, this perception that guys don't want to rap. From what I've learned, it's really not that guys don't want to rap. It's that guys are either embarrassed to rap because they think it's for women, or they're not embarrassed and they just don't want to rap because they think it's for women. So it's one of those two usually. And, you know, I just let them know that, hey, man, this is for guys too. Also, what I do, I quickly go into the energy drink, because I know a lot of guys drink the energy drink. So I make sure I bring that up when I'm talking to guys. I also talk about New You. You know, there's specific products that I talk about with guys, because I know most guys are trying to build lean muscle mass. Most guys do drink energy drinks, and if you can have a healthier alternative, why not? And it really, you know, like depends on where I'm at, what's going on. So say if I'm out at the gym and I'm talking to somebody, because I always got my lanyard on, and somebody asks me a question, or if I'm talking with another friend, and because I get it a lot, people that come up to me and just ask me, or they say, hey, I heard that it works stuff, does it work? So, you know, I get a lot of conversations to happen without me saying anything first, and it's because of the Blitz card lanyard. So depending on what they ask me, I go right into, you know, what it is they're asking me about. But I do tend to always lead with the wrap. I don't change that because it's a male. And you will learn by doing that. What happens is the guy will say, oh man, I don't want to try no wraps. Wraps ain't for me. I'm like, all right, that's fine. We have so much other stuff. You know, it opens the conversation up to have you talk about possibly what it is that you can help them with. And then you turn it around and you ask the question, what is something that you're trying to work on as far as health and wellness? And they'll tell you, you know, they'll give you an honest answer. So, you know, asking those open-ended questions makes it so much easier than asking closed-ended questions and you getting those yes or no answers, and it kind of stalls the conversation. You want to keep the conversation going in your favor. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really change it up. I don't treat the guy no different. I just know how to switch the conversation up when the guy is immediately turned off by the rap. You know, you got to know how to talk about something else, because there is something else. You can't talk about wow with this guy if he just told you he don't like raps, and you turn around and talk about wow, but he has no wrinkles. So right. You got the right product that you want to talk about. You know, you want to turn around and have something instantly to talk about, which usually for guys is New You, ThermoFit, possibly if they're trying to lose weight because it helps speeds up the metabolism, you know, Fat Fighters, and, you know, the energy. Those are the ones that I tend to talk about most with guys. And then, you know, later on when other things come about, you know, as far as like auto ships on their loyal customer, once they become a loyal customer, I can, you know, recommend a different product for them to try down the line. But I don't try to give them the rundown of everything we have, because you don't want to talk the person to death. You don't want to word vomit on them.
Right.
No
Okay,
word vomit.
great, perfect. All right, so I'm gonna shift it a little bit into the opportunity and try to kind of pick your brain a little bit, because right now I know everybody's going into the holiday season. They're trying to get people who want to earn a couple extra $100 maybe for Christmas or whatever it may be. And if you're watching this and it's summertime, then that means that people are trying to save a little bit of money for vacation. So just from your standpoint, you guys hit on this a little bit during the call that you did tonight about how men definitely want to be able to support their family. They want to be able to be their own boss. They want to be able to wake up and do what they want to do. Why would you say the number one reason what I guess it works the opportunity as a business? Why do men need this? Not just, you know, like, okay, your wife's doing it, got it. But why would this be a great benefit for a man?
The easiest way to put it, I mean, if you can see the lights, I mean, it really depends on the person. You know, everybody everybody's not meant to do this business. That's the way I could put it. It's kind of hard for you to figure that out. It's kind of like trial and error. You'll learn who those people are, but everybody can do this business. What the problem is, everybody doesn't want to. Everybody doesn't want to put in the hard work. Everybody doesn't want to be up all night. Pretty much, you know, with all the work that we have to do, people see it as a burden. And if you really think about it, you know, male or female, to have a burden, a good burden, because it works is really not a burden, but if you're going to look at it as a burden, let's just say that. To have a burden, it works burden on you for, let's say, 2 to 5 years, possibly. And that can free you and your wife and your family of everything negative that's possibly going on in your life financially, everything negative that's going on in your life as far as time-wise, not being home with the family, complaining because you're always at work, complaining because you're missing the kids, soccer practice, complaining because you're missing, but you have to work because the bills have to get paid. To find an opportunity that can actually change that within a 5-year span, if you put in the hard work, it's a no-brainer for me. I would tell Jesus to do that if he came down and asked me, because it's that simple. Who wants to work for the rest of their life? And that's the way I talk to people, guys, females, especially guys. My main thing with guys is, first off, you have to support your wife and your girlfriend, fiance, whoever this other person is. Even if you think they're going to fail, fellas, support them still. You can't just not support them, because then you're just looking like the bad guy. Regardless if she loves you or not, you're still looking like the bad guy, because for one, you're supposed to just support even if you don't want to. I done supported some things I didn't want to, but I did it because it was for the love of what it was. You just have to support and let it be. If they fail, be there to pick them up. If they succeed, you be there to smile and collect the checks with them. You know, but what I would say to guys that are interested in this business, or maybe think that this business isn't for them, look at it like this. If you can put in all the effort and time you're putting in to being a truck driver, if you can, and working for Home Depot, going and working for 76 gas station, going and working from Comcast, going and working for anybody, to where you're clocking into a clock and you're on somebody else's dollar and you're helping them build their dreams instead of you building your own, why not take the risk or the chance to do something that can free you from all of that? I mean, to me, I've always looked at life like that. I wanted to own my own business. I figured there was something greater than working the 9 to 5, to clocking in and answering to somebody else. I hated having to go on break and be back when they told me to. Pissed me off. 15-minute breaks, and that's it. Then sometimes some jobs you have, you a couple of minutes late, they write you up. For those of you that have calls in the job, you know what I'm talking about. You can rid of all that, but you have to put in the work. Doing something like this is definitely not easy, but if you can believe in yourself, plus have a significant other or family member, somebody there to support you, because it can be done without support, but when you have support, that makes it so much stronger, and things can happen a lot faster and possibly a lot easier because you got, you have the support there backing you. So it gives you more confidence to go out and keep doing what you're doing. Yeah, that's what I would tell them, Rachel. I mean, that's it.
All right,
it's a no-brainer for me.
Okay, so I'm just gonna flip it a little bit to the wife side. Now, I joined this business. I love it works. It's absolutely amazing. All of my friends are doing it works. The one person that I can't get to support me, like you're saying, is my spouse, my husband, my boyfriend, my fiance, whoever. What is it that I should do to, I guess, personally encourage myself, or what is it that I could do as a wife, a spouse, a girlfriend, or, what is it that I can do that could show him that this is real? Because I get a lot of people that tell me their husband says it's a pyramid scheme, or their boyfriend said it's not real, or, they're just a distributor who just joined and he's already telling them, turn that auto shipment off, you're not making enough money yet. So what is it that we could do, or what is some advice that you tell some of the girls in your team, like, how do you deal with that when the other person isn't supportive?
For one, you're gonna have to try to get a little tougher skin. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a lot of soft skin out there. Have to toughen it a little bit. Just toughen up the skin a little bit. Get a little ashy, you guys. Don't lotion up for a good 3 months. Get that skin a little tough. Because there's gonna be not only your spouse but other people saying what you can't do and how they don't believe in what's going on. So first thing, you're gonna have to believe in yourself. That's gonna be first and foremost. Never give up. Of course, you're gonna have thoughts about quitting. We all have. You will. That's for anybody in any business. Donald Trump, Diddy, all of them. They done thought about quitting, but they didn't. They kept pushing. They kept pushing forward. So don't give up. Stay positive is one of the most things I can always try. I know in a situation like that with somebody else being negative or not being there to support you, it's hard to stay positive. But you have to think what I think in my head. It could always suck more. I mean, it can always be worse. There's always a positive to the negative. This person is not doing what you want you to do, or not being how you want them to be with you in the business. Positive side, you got 6 over here that are, though. There's still that positive. As far as from what I've seen and what, because I wasn't that spouse that wasn't supportive of my wife, so I didn't have that situation, but I've seen it and I know how to handle it, even though I wasn't one of them. And what I can tell you, ladies, is that hard work and never quit attitude that I'm telling you about. Keep doing that. Find you some people, 3, because it don't take a lot to get it started. Start with 1 if you have to, but find 3 good runners that are ready to run with you, and then put a comma in your check. Your husband, fiance, boyfriend, whoever this guy is, when you start getting commas and, checks start to change, his opinion will start to change. Now, that's one of the easiest ways to get your spouse on your side. That's one of the simplest and easiest way. Do more work, work harder, do more. I know, a lot of you say, well, I'm calling. And then, you may ask your person that told you that, well, how many people have you talked to, in the last couple of months? They'll tell you 8. 8 people ain't enough people. You have to talk to more people, you guys. Put yourself out there more. Keep talking, keep pushing, keep messaging people. Don't feel like you're harassing anybody. Don't feel like you're bothering or you're nagging. Like I say all the time, they nag us every day on TV with these commercials. Valtrex, Colgate, Degree, Rite Aid, they're all on the TV all day long, coming on back to back to back to back to back, same thing. That's us. We just not on TV. We calling people, but we don't do it back to back like the commercials, you know. At least we'll wait a couple of days, wait a week, you know what I'm saying, to do the follow-up. But you just have to believe, guys, and you have to keep pushing forward. And the simplest thing I can say also that I forgot to mention in the beginning, do the steps to success. So what if you don't complete it this month? Guess what? It's another month coming. Try again. Pick up where you left off. Dang, I missed it by one this month. Guess what? It's another month. Try again and keep on. Eventually, the steps will start happening without you realizing they happening. You know?
That's awesome. Awesome. Okay, well, CJ, do work, Mr. Sir. I really appreciate you taking the time out. Like I said, I wanted this to be really quick. You hit on some great points. You gave some great advice. I hope you guys out there in YouTube world are taking notes. Share this video. Don't, like Renessa Brown says, don't be a wisdom hoarder. Share. Take this, copy it, share it, send it to somebody. We're trying to change lives, people. If you meet somebody, they need to know about it because it's awesome. And I really appreciate you taking this time tonight after your call. I know you had a late call for the It Works Men, but I really appreciate you doing this for us. And I can't wait to see you at the top.
All right. No problem, sweetheart. Anytime.
All right. Peace and chicken grease.
Right. Hey, you stole my